Testing the mic. Good morning. Welcome to the show. We are going to work on the 7-iron this morning, winter practice here. And what we're going to do is we're going to really work on feeling the hands, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my journey on the use of the hands, how I essentially load the golf club, how I release the golf club, all the stuff with the hands. So let's get into this. Let's get a Pro V. All right. So if you're new to the channel, again, these are very raw videos. I haven't hit a single golf ball yet. Before we do anything, let's just warm up a few here. Okay. That's a pretty good start. Best one. Right now we're not trying to do anything, we're just trying to move the body. I'm not trying to manipulate anything yet. Okay. Pretty cold out this morning. You didn't know. I'm in Denver, Colorado area. Not amazing there. The draw is effectively my stock shot. I like a push draw. A few more here. Be warmed up and start playing with some stuff. Okay. All right. Let's talk a little bit about my journey and how to use the hands. And the first thing I want to say is if you have not seen Molaska Golf's channel on YouTube, you should absolutely go check him out. I'll put a link in the video and in the description. You go check out one of my favorite golf YouTubers. Definitely got my swing on the right track. Not the greatest strike. We're okay. Alright. So the stuff I like to play with in terms of the different variations of the hands, you just probably see this theme on my videos where I'm really talking about getting rid of this kind of thing. And one other thing is I use a relatively strong grip, so I'm pretty much coming across like this. Like I can see 3 knuckles, if not 4 almost. And then my right hand is strong, but not ultra strong. Like I don't want to be down here. I'm like not quite neutral, I'm about here. That's what I like. Now, when it comes to the stuff that Molaska is teaching that I really like is I'm not taking the hands, like when I'm gripping the club, when I go on my backswing, my hands are basically like I'm trying to be frozen. So relative positioning, this right here is the same angle, okay? That's what I'm doing. I started my swing like that, and I was hitting them really accurate, and I thought I couldn't generate power, so I went to this other train of thought, which again, you need to go check out Molaska's Golf, which is the other way of doing it is Basically, you come up here and you're taking your hands and you're kind of doing this thing, and you come down and hit the ball like this. So I don't like that. It's very difficult for me to time that. It's definitely a way to swing the club. There's a ton of people who do very well like that. Again, I've done both. I've done the one where you kind of have frozen hands where you're just turning and you're not twisting the hands at all, because I don't want to twist and hit the ball. And for me, this idea of just turning the body and using the shoulders to raise the club, that's what I really like. So that's really what we're focused on when I say winter practice. You can hear Tank just wailing. It is 5:40 in the morning. He is going off. So basically what I want to do is fairly dead hands. So I'm going to turn here, and then I want to, once I'm like at P2, then I basically come up just a little bit, and actually, if anything, I'm trying to reduce the amount of backswing I have. The best one. It's fine. So I already mentioned this, but we're hitting a 7-iron. I can take this club 200. I think when it comes to golfing, and especially practice, I think you should be swinging around 80%. Because in the end, what you want to do is be able to come up here, and the power that you need is not even in question. And then when you do that, so I'm essentially playing the back of the green in terms of distance with this club. Because we're working on control, not power. And for me, what I want to see is something of a shot like that, where I'm just hitting a draw, and the pin is on the right side. But actually, even though I'm aiming at the pin, in my head, where I want this to end up is middle of the green. Because a miss left will overdraw a little bit and maybe catch a piece on the left side. A miss and not get the draw, straight at the flag. And if we just straight push it, that's the least amount of misses I have, then I still have a chance to be on the green. Well, that's not a good one. Cool. Miss right. See our miss right, where we could be on the green with that. And of course, it just didn't go as far because one, we're not swinging that hard. We don't need to do that. I like that strike a lot. That was a good strike. All right, we're just a little long. No big deal. Okay. Honestly, this is one of the bad sessions. This is one of the bad sessions. We're still going to post it. Okay. I want to like to get comeback started. Let's turn this bad session into a good one. Really focused on these hands. And I think if that swing is an indicator of what I need to do, we'll be in the track. Let's see. Okay, right direction. A little fat. Again, we're aiming at the back of the green and probably still on. Okay. I think we're finding it now. A little right, maybe draw back in. Okay? Okay. So this is the point of winter practice. Finding the feel, what are the hands doing? So I'm not having any problems, or at least that I can feel, in terms of keeping these hands from rotating. Like I'm not rotating out, or at least I don't feel that way. Using my body to turn. I have several bad ones there, and the fix for me is, and this is something I learned to shallow the club out and quit being over the top. So I'll show two different views. So straight on view is when I come back and I come down at the ball, I'm actually not going directly at the ball in terms of my feel. What I'm actually doing is just bringing the club down. So there's a million of these drills online. This really helped me out is turn, and then take this club and just go like this, and then rotate the body, and that's my impact position. So instead of just this, right, because actually I try not to lift my arms in my swing. I try to turn my shoulders to create lift instead of just this piece. So turn to create lift, and a little bit of lift, and then the straight down, and then with the turn. Right, so we're not going directly at the ball. We're going kind of down, and we're turning into it. Okay? Okay. Yeah, I don't mind that. Don't mind that. Does anyone else do this method? Where you come back and you just bring it down and then let the body turn? Because this whole idea of hitting with your right pocket, you've heard this from a lot of different people, putting this hand in this pocket. Well, if you're turning, if you're swinging like this at the ball, and I mean this, like your hand's relative to your waist. If you're swinging like this is the baseball swing. How are you putting your hand in your pocket? How are you getting in this position? How are you getting here and making ball contact, right? How are you doing that? I don't know. Yeah, that's a good miss. Right in the bunker. Show the bunker. Oh, that was so flippy. I don't like the flip. Okay. Let's do a few more here. Where we're at, I don't know if I mentioned this, but we are at Common Ground, which is in Aurora, Colorado. I've never played that course before. Okay. Yep, again, we're playing the back of the green, so that's just hitting it well. You get punished for hitting it great, so also be it. Let's hit a few more here. It's really dialing this feel. I like to end this with 3 good ones. Pretty good. Roll off the green there. A little push. Felt it. Felt the push. Left face open. best strike in the world. The right direction. It's gonna be left. So again, this is about as consistent as a golf swing I have, just being honest here. Oh man, that's so bad. Maybe this is a little bit worse than an Asian play. But I really think that like this level of accuracy, you can go out there and shoot low 80s, no problem. Beat breaking 90 with this level of accuracy. Now, are you going to be breaking 80 with this level of accuracy? I don't know. It's possible. This is not a strong session. I'm going to think of my posture real quick. Okay. On that. So before we end this, what I would like to do actually is I always kind of put these in my practice routine, is I will hit a few with a lot of sauce. I'll really go after it because I need to know what's available. If I'm in a situation where I really need this club and I need that 200-yard shot, can I do it? Again, it's not you're not doing this for an ego thing. This is when you're just kind of in a tight spot. You need to make it happen. So one example would be, you have some trees that you need to get up over, and maybe a 6-iron, you just don't feel confident doing that. And maybe a 7, you feel comfortable, but it's a little long. Okay, not bad. Let's try out another one. So when I hit these like harder shots, in terms of controlling the hands and the body, how do you get more power? Well, that's where I want to get rid of this piece. And I get it. There's definitely some people who say like kind of throw it. But for me, when I say get rid of this piece, is actually I'm getting rid of this piece. I want to get rid of this like super load back here. Because then I don't have to fix it by throwing it out. Okay, we'll hit a few more of these sort of power 7-irons, if you will. Because like that right there, I'd be trying to really reach for it, that 200-yard shot, and I didn't hit it that well. So even though I swung out of my shoes, it went about as far as my stock shot. Okay, that one's gonna be pretty good. All right. We'll do one more of these, and then we're gonna take it back down a notch and finish with trying to hit accurate 80%. I guess before we'll do that, what I want to talk about is how do you not just throw accuracy completely out the window with power? For me, it's you still have to bring it back here and get in your P2 and then your final position, like relax and comfortable. What I don't want to do is anticipate the shot because you end up building way too much tension and your body's in a weird position before you even start. To P2, and in my backswing, in my head, if someone's watching me, they should never have, there's no indicator that I'm about to absolutely slam this golf ball. And then, I want to start my swing effectively the same tempo. So, I want to come up in this piece right here. I want all that to be the same tempo as my normal swing. And then what I do is when I get here, I'm generating more speed here. So if there was like a indicator of green or red, green being not as much power, red being like as much power as I can actually give it, it would be like a green transition to red. And the most red it would be is like right before the golf ball, and then a release. So no indicator that I'm about to hit it really hard from here to here, no indicator from here to here, and then slam it and release. That's how I do it. And then most of the time when I really swing out of my shoes, what I want to happen is it just take more energy and not lose a ton of accuracy. Oh, I got really fat there. Okay, we're not going to cut that out. That's just what happens in golf. And that's what's going to happen. You're going to have a lot more misses whenever you're really swinging out of your shoes. So let's go to a different hole. And I want to set up that approach shot if I were using a 7-iron. If I'm being honest, I don't have a lot of approach shots where I'm using the 7-iron, but hey, you never know. Alright, so I want the middle of the green, like the best place to hit the ball, to be 185. So we're going to move up a little more. A little more. Again, I know that pin is in the front. And that's going to be pretty good. So, my swing, my shot shape, I want to aim about there. So if it goes straight, I'm on the green, it draws, I'm on the green. If I miss hit it a little fat, maybe it'll be great because it'll be right at the hole. Well, let's give ourselves a chance. Okay. Honestly, I felt like I babied that quite a bit after going after those big hits, and actually went still pretty far. Let's do it again. Maybe a little right. Accuracy is not quite there today. This is the point. This is where we're here. We want to get a couple of good ones before we end this session. Not bad, not bad. If that draws in, it could be okay. I'm definitely set up for a push draw right now on that shot. So I'm not trying to shape it. This is my stock shot. A little fat. Okay. Really feels like I'm releasing like this. And that's what's making the accuracy go away. The hands are very active today. Okay. Just swinging easy here. Push. Push, no drop. One thing I can definitely feel is I'm swinging just a little bit off the ball. So left. Well, I don't think, some sessions just don't go as planned. This is not going to be a great one in terms of, we're not the best golfer in the world. But you gotta come out here, you gotta hit them. Let's end on that one. That's a good one. All right, see you in the next practice session.